So just a reminder, we're trying to move ourselves into what I'd call a contemplative or receptive place. Meditation practice around, see if we can put aside the normal habitual thinking patterns and move into a different place. Listening, feeling, from a place of knowing the way it is. Putting aside the could-be's and would-be's and might-be, and opening to the way it is, the way things are. And the world around us always is trying, there's a lot of temptation and a sense of wanting things to be certain, ways to make something certain. We know what to do, how it is, what's happening. The promise of certainty. People making promises. But as meditators, being to open to the way it really is, which is very uncertain. Things are uncertain. Anything can happen. Rather than dwelling in the could-be's, might-be, we're dwelling in what is, and each moment is, moment by moment, there's always opportunity for change. If we're meditating just on the natural flow of our breathing, the body, as it breathes itself, we notice even that will change. Sometimes it's deep, shallow, long, or short, it changes. The weather changes. Body's continually changing. Master is one who can live peacefully with uncertainty, seeing uncertainty as the way it is. It's an opening to the flow, going with the flow. We can, certain things we're certain of, we're getting older, but how that happens, we don't know. Changes that occur, we don't know. So as we stay with our mind and body this morning, it's interesting just for us to hold a space, the empty space that knows things as they come and go. The knowing remains the same, but the objects, memories, feelings, thoughts, ideas arise and cease. So in this meditation practice, we have an opportunity to spend a few moments falling back into that, the emptiness of just knowing, without views or opinions, likes or dislikes. sitting peacefully with uncertainty, knowing that we don't know. No idea what the future has. It's just an idea in the mind. And time is a mind's way of just being able to navigate through this field of mind, of memories, dreams and perceptions. It's something mind created, time. But at the same time we can move away, contemplate, dwell in a timeless, knowing the eternal now. Aware of thoughts, feelings passing, and aware of being aware of the stillness, the positionless position that knows all things. Some meditation tradition has an encouragement to contemplate and meditate on emptiness. Emptiness being a way of perceiving the world. And these contemplations have been encouraged for millennium, and good 2,000 more years at least, for the inquiring mind, a subject to hold, to think about, to put in the mind and see how it might change our relationship with the world around us. And throughout all this human development, we still come upon the same realization. Human beings on the little planet Earth whizzing around through space, and begin to get an idea of the vast size of things. People looking at the speed of sound, you figure that one out from seeing a flash and then hearing a bang later and understanding the distance between, okay, sound goes this fast. Then speed of light and how they figure that one out, but it's a lot quicker. And then you start looking at conceiving ideas of galaxies and other living creatures light years away, thousands, even millions of light years away. Huge distances, big, a great deal of space in this little me. But then if we come closer, coming right up to our own, looking the other way, looking backwards, coming up to our own skin, flesh. A lot of the body's made of water. And looking at a water molecule, if the center of the water molecule nucleus thing is about the size of a football, the other elements, the other little bit things that whiz around it will be around the horizon. One football and the next one's a few miles away. It's mostly space, particles. Water is very liquid, moves very easily, passes through things. Most nature, it is mostly made of space and the very elements of the body coming out of the earth, returning to the earth. All the little cells in the body replacing themselves every 7 years. New bits. The bits fall away back to the earth. Rebuilt from the food we eat from the earth. Particles moving through space. We have this illusory sense of separation. The closer we look, we're all very much part of the same substance on earth, like algae on the pond. Both all united as one, and yet there's also a sense of separation, not part of them. And the contemplating space element, things which hold us together, link us and separate us, are all made up of mostly space. In this way, holding in our minds a sense of uncertainty, continual change, the ebb and flow, mixing together and separating. It's described often as a reality where everything and nothing are the same. All things and no things are united, come together. The culmination of these sort of practices is often a sense of a shared suffering. All creatures, all things in the world are same as suffering as I do. We share. My suffering is the same as all. It's kind of leveling out. My struggles, the world's struggles become one. The world's blessings, my blessings become one. Whether we believe in, make sense of this or not is not the point really, just to explore it. See what's true for us in that.